Welcome to my channel Mindset Mastery Hub, where I'll be sharing with you the summary of the best books on success in all fields of life. Today, I'll be sharing with you the summary of the book Stillness is the Key, an ancient strategy for modern life by Ryan Holiday. This book is published in many languages. More than 6,000 readers have reviewed this book and it has got 4.6 stars on Amazon. In this book, author explains the power of stillness to lead a successful modern lifestyle. So let's begin with the summary of the book Stillness is the Key. Author says, if one could develop peace within himself, even when the whole world is at war, and they could still think well, work well, and be well because you are at peace with yourself. When no word shakes you, whether it be flattery or a threat, or merely an empty sound buzzing around you. In this state, nothing could touch you, no emotion could disturb you, no threat could interrupt you. One is 100% sure to achieve his goal because you are in stillness. Author says stillness is to hear only what needs to be heard. To be in stillness, one has to possess quietness both within and outside of you. Stillness is required to become mastery of one's own life and to survive and lead in any and every environment. No matter how loud or busy is your life, we face equal number of problems and are pulled in countless directions by competing priorities and beliefs in the way of everything we hope to accomplish personally and professionally. In these battles with ourselves, stillness is the key factor to thinking clearly, making tough decisions, managing our emotions, identifying the right goals, handling the high pressure situations, and maintaining relationships. Stillness helps to build good habits, to being productive, to capture moments of laughter and joy. Stillness is the key to everything, to being a better parent, a better artist, a better investor, a better athlete, a better scientist, a better human being, and to unlock all that we are capable of in this life. It's about cultivation and the connection to that powerful force given to us at birth. This powerful stillness that has diminished in our modern days busy life. Author says the quiet moments are the best moments in our life. One requires enormous discipline to hold the mind in stillness. To achieve stillness, one needs to focus on three areas of life. They are mind, body, and soul. Each of us will in our lives face crises even though the crisis may be small, but they matter to one's life. For example, a business on the brink of collapse, a situation of divorce, a decision about the future of our career. These situations will call upon all our mental resources. And in this situation, one needs to perform his best. In this situation, one needs to be still and calm, and one has to be open-mindedness. When things are not going well, one needs to be in present. One must cultivate mental stillness to be successful in life and to successfully navigate the many crises it throws our way. It will not be easy, but it is essential. People do not live in present. In fact, one tries desperately to get out of it by thinking, doing, talking, worrying, remembering, and hoping things will work as per one's wish. One pays thousands of dollars to have a mobile in our pocket to ensure that we are never bored. We sign up for endless activities and obligations, chase money and accomplishments, all with the false belief that at the end of it one will get happiness. There's a great saying, garbage in, garbage out. If you want to have a good output, you have to watch over the inputs. This will take discipline. It will not be easy. This means fewer alerts and notifications. It means blocking incoming texts with the do not disturb function and funneling email to subfolders. The less energy we waste regretting about the past or worrying about the future, we will have more energy to work on the present. It means questioning that open door policy or even where you live. It means pushing away selfish people who bring needless dramas in your life. It is in this stillness that we can be present and finally see the truth. It is in this stillness that we can hear the voice inside us. Emptiness is the fasting for the mind. Author says thinking is essential and it is a key to success for any leader, athlete, or even artist. But the problem is that we think too much. We are overloaded, overwhelmed, and distracted by our own mind. But if we can clear our space, we can consciously empty our mind and breakthrough happens. Author says the mind is an important and sacred place, so we must keep it clean and clear. Slow down and think deeply. The world is like a muddy water. One have to let little things settle, and if we are patient and still, the truth will be revealed to us. Your job after you have emptied your mind is to slow down and think, to really think on a regular basis. Think about what's important to you. Think about what's actually going on. Think about what the meaning of life really is. Authors suggest two simple techniques to improve the stillness of the mind. The first simple technique to empty the mind is one needs to sit alone in a room and let the thoughts go wherever they will. Do this for 1 minute. Work up to 10 minutes a day of this mindless mental wandering. Then start paying attention to your thoughts and slowly extend the exercise to 10 minutes and then later to 12 and 30 minutes until you find the length of the time you need to ensure that something interesting is coming to your mind. If you invest the time and mental energy, you will not only find what's interesting for your next creative projects, but you will also find the truth. You will find what other people have missed. You will find solution to the problems we face. The second technique the author suggests to empty the mind is to start journaling. Author calls journaling a weapon for spiritual combat, a way to practice philosophy and remove the mind of agitation and foolishness and to overcome difficulty. Journaling helps to silence the barking dogs in one's head and helps to prepare for the day ahead. To reflect on the day that has passed, take out time to write the notes on the insights you are thinking. Journaling is not for others to read, they are for the writer, to slow the mind down and to be peace with oneself. According to one study, journaling helps improve well-being after traumatic and stressful events. In one of the studies, it showed that people were able to better recover from a divorce and move forward if they journal on the experience. Keeping a journal helps the patient to get out of the emotional and worry habit. Author says instead of carrying the baggage of worry and overthinking around in our heads or hearts, we put it down on paper. We force ourselves to write and examine them. Putting down your own thinking on paper lets you see it from a distance. It reduces the frustration. Regular journaling helps to have a quiet time with your thoughts, to clarify those thoughts, to separate the harmful from the insights. Author says there is no right way or wrong way. He says just do it. If one has stopped writing for a few days, start again. The key is to carve out the space in the mind again. Thoughts will not work except in silence. We want to think better. We need to seize these moments of quiet. Stillness brings confidence. Author says by practicing stillness, one gets confident of the matter they know. They know when to ignore other people's opinions. They don't boost or lie to get ahead. Confidence is the freedom to set your own standards and unshackle yourself from the need to prove yourself. A confident person doesn't fear disagreement and doesn't see change, swapping an incorrect opinion for the right one, and admission for the inferiority. But confident people are open, reflective, and are able to see themselves without blinders. Stillness helps to let go. Have you ever noticed that the more we want something or the more insist we are on a certain outcome, the more difficult it can be to achieve it? Sports life, golf, and archery are the best examples of this. When you try to hit the ball really hard, you end up missing the ball and the score required to win the match. For mastering the art of stillness, we need to focus on the individual steps. If we embrace the process and give up chasing, we will think better. Only through stillness the complex problems can be solved. Author says, just a flash of stillness doesn't work. We want consistent focus and wisdom that can be called upon in the most difficult situations. Getting there will require more time. It's going to require some holistic self-examination. Author says those who seek stillness must develop a strong moral compass and clear the thoughts of envy and jealousy and harmful desires. One needs to embrace the painful wounds of their childhood and forgive oneself. One needs to practice the gratitude and appreciation for the world around them and cultivate the good relationships and love and affection in your life. The gift of free will is that in this life we can choose to be good or we can choose to be bad. We can choose what standards to hold ourselves to and we will regard as an important, honorable and admirable. The choice we make in this regard determine whether we will experience peace or not. No one achieves excellence or enlightenment without a desire to get better. By gaining more stillness, one finds more clarity and truth. Peace is when we realize the victory and the defeat are almost identical spots on a long term spectrum. Peace is what allows us to take joy in the success of others and to let them take joy in our own. Peace is what motivates people to be good, to treat every other living things well, because they understand that it is the way to treat themselves as well. A body that is overworked or abused creates turbulence that ripples through the rest of our lives. A mind that is overtaxed and ill-treated is susceptible to corruption. Author says one of the techniques to improve stillness is through walking. Author says walking is a repetitive ritualized motion. It is an exercise in peace. The Buddhists call this simple walking alone as a walking meditation. The key to a good walk is to be aware of oneself, to be present and open to the experience. Put your phone away, put the pressing problems of your life away, and let them melt away as you move ahead. Listen to the sound of the leaves crunching underfoot or the sound of your shoes and the chirping sounds of the birds around you. Walk slowly and build a routine, and this will help to become fresh and fully prepared for the next work day ahead. It's the same platform from which stimulating and fulfilling work is possible. The purpose of this walking ritual isn't to win the gods over to our sides. It's to settle our bodies down when fortune is our opponent on the other side of the net. Most people wake up to face the world as an endless barrage, overwhelming choices, one right after the another choice. Example, what do I wear? What should I eat? What should I do first? What should I do after that? What sorts of work should I do? Should I scramble to address this problem or rush to the hospital for medical emergency? Nowadays, the family never see each other because the two parents are working late to pay off the extra bedrooms they are never used. The fame that keeps someone on the road so much that the parents have become strangers to their kids. The supposed technology that is always behind our life. The fragile, fancy possessions that we are constantly cleaning, buffing, protecting, and trying to catch up with the technology. But this is not a rich life. There is no peace in this. Author also suggests some different techniques to find stillness, and that is by having a good sleep. Because good sleep helps the mind to take the rest and helps the mind to take care of the body. Lastly, author says having a good hobby like reading books, writing poems, or gardening, these are also the other ways to find stillness and strengthen one's soul. Leisure can be anything. It can be learning another language too, or trekking, or restoring the old cars, or even writing poetry and knitting, or even running marathons. My dear friends, my favorite quote from this book is, the less energy we waste regretting the past or worrying about the future, the more energy we will have for what's in front of us. Call to action to all my viewers. Dear viewers, from this book, I am going to start and implement the habit of being in stillness daily for 15 minutes. Write in the comment box what you like the most from this video and which technique you are going to implement. Thank you friends for watching this inspiring video. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe now and hit the bell icon to get the notifications for my next videos, as I'll be sharing with you every week many more such inspiring videos. Thank you.